Hey gang, Cal here. This episode wasn't really like planned or anything, but I'll be honest, there isn't much of schedule with my channel anyway, just kind of making whatever. But with this, I kind of just wanted to talk about something. Just because of something that recently happened. It's nothing big. I lost my 7525 on Aria's engine. It sucks. Yeah, everyone's gone through it. I know, trust me. But this is my third 75-25 loss in a row. And personally, I'm getting kind of tired of it. I know that's not anything new to people. There's someone on twitter.com who posted that they lost 20 75-25s, which is, just to me, that's crazy, but still, nonetheless. Just to, tell the complete truth, I lost on Yatari's engine. The only reason I wanted to go for it, this is not my Yutari build, by the way. I share it with Ishwan. The only reason I wanted to go for Yutari's was because of the fact that I got her in a 10 pull, which is one 10 pull, which is very lucky. It's very lucky. I lost that to Hellfire Gears, which is my only copy as of right now, which, if I had to lose something, I'm glad I lost that. Second was Yisheng Wang, where I lost it to the Restrained. Where is it? There we go. You can tell that's R2. It actually, I did not lose my most recent 75-25 to Restrained again. I got it from the standard banner. But my most recent loss is to Fusion Compiler. It sucks. Yeah, it sucks. Especially as like a very, quote-unquote light spender. What I do is when the shop resets, I just go to Loot Bar, not sponsored. I buy the, all-in-one pack, and I just save those monochromes for a character I really, really like, or two characters I really, really like, if I want to get their W engines and whatnot. And despite the fact that me not actually being around for a long amount of patches, I downloaded the game at Orphe and Magus's patch, but I didn't really start playing until Lucia dropped. So obviously it's still very new. I kind of just adopted that method with these gacha games. The first one is Dokkan Battle, which doesn't have a shop reset or something like that, but I've spent not that much, very light spender on that, but every time there's a 12 pack that gets me 2 or 3 multis because it's GDC or an anniversary going on, I always plan to pick that up. But yeah, nonetheless, the reason why I'm telling you this is because obviously, this doesn't hurt me as much as a free-to-play player. Hearts out to you free-to-play players. But I just want to talk about the reality of gacha as well. We bully Pompeii a little bit. Because of that event, which I was leading to, it made me look back and think about the characters that I've already had, that I've already gotten at this point, and what they mean to me, Soldier 11 actually was my favorite character for a long time. Actually, no, she wasn't. That's a lie. My favorite character is Zhu Yuan of all time. But when I first started the game, Soldier 11 was my second favorite. She was the S rank I got from the discounted the 5 discounted 10 pulls you get to do. She was my character off them, and I got her, and I was actually very happy. I was very, very happy because I had a lot of fun playing with her, especially at the beginning. When I was going through the story, my quote-unquote story crusher team was Monado, well, I should say it was Lucia, Monado, and Soldier 11. What was Soldier 11 doing on that team? I'm not quite sure. She was giving it her all, though. But yeah, the unfortunate reality about these gachas is that shit like this is going to happen. And, you don't need a stranger on the internet telling you that, but you need to find a way to make the best of it. Especially if you enjoy the game, you enjoy the lore, you enjoy the verse, you have more reasons than just a gambling addiction to play the video game, So because of that, a lot of things that I've been trying to look for in my account are free options or characters I've been neglecting. Soldier 11 has been a character I neglected. Of course, she's lost my second favorite spot. She's lost that a while ago. But now, because of that, she's still my 5th favorite, I'd say. It probably goes Zhu Yuan, Banyue, Yisheng Wang, Vivian probably, and then Soldier 11. So what is that, like 5th? I think. Yeah, that's 5th. But nonetheless, because of that, I realized I was a Spectre by never actually building her past, you know, the very beginning of the game. Or, well, quote-unquote building her by giving her, like, A rank discs and whatnot. This is actually pretty shit run. That's not the point of this. But because of that, I actually went back and attempted to, you know, at least begin to build her. And despite that, no matter how, like, mid my build is right now, I've been having a lot of fun. Like, I can't explain why. It's just like, it's something different. It's like, this fun is something I could have had at any point in time when I decided to build her, and I actually feel really bad for not building her, you know? I don't realize how many options are in front of me until I'm deprived of one that makes me look back and think of them differently. And of course, you know, it's a gacha game. It's not actually that deep. I just wanted to put, like, a fancy little term to it. But nonetheless, because of that, I've actually really enjoyed, like, this, like, past, like, 2 days of just, like, fighting Pompeii, doing some other Shiyus with her, or maybe some fucking doing it, or maybe some other content, you know? And I have some other characters I'm actually looking to build because of this as well. Like, maybe I want to finish my Minato. I really want to finish my Minato, especially, I don't know if that leaked image of him getting the potential awakening is true. Apparently it is. I'm not quite sure. Maybe it was on the live stream, I think. I think that's where it's actually coming from. If it is coming from the live stream, then that would make sense, but nonetheless, I don't think we're going to reach done, so I might as well just use this. But nonetheless, you know, that's my current plans, and to be honest, can't really be more excited than that. Like just thinking about it. Like, Minato is really fun. Like, when I was going through the story, I remember doing the bunk, 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 bunk with him all the fucking time. And I can't wait to actually be able to do that again. And the reason why you may have said, well, if you're having so much fun, why'd you stop building him? Well, that's because, like, there were so many other characters that I got that were limited premium because of all the polychrome, monochrome you get being the story and going through all the content, that it's just, you know, if he is a debatably worse option when I'm at a moment where I'm going through everything and trying to get my characters up and built up to prepare for the endgame content, knowing how brutal it could or could not be, why would I use a handicapped option, you know? It's like, why would I invest a lot of things into him when he's not the best of the best, when I can, you know, have the best of the best? This is not a shade to Banyue or any of these characters. There's a reason these three are starred. These, like, some of my favorite guys in the entire game. But, like, character like Yadhari. Why would I invest anything into Minato when, if I needed someone to, you know, clear Wandering Hunter, she's right here? And I think it's that line of thinking that really led me astray, you know? And it's really made me think, like, I think I want to build Lucy now, because obviously you saw I was using Astra, but then I can free up Astra for some rotations to give her back to my Arya. But if I build Lucy, I'll be able to do that, you know? There's a lot of things to consider. How long have I been yapping for? 9 minutes? Okay, I can go for one more. There is one other point I wanted to touch on, and it's how, like, undefined ZZ's fun is. Because for, like, I know there's a lot of different, you know, players out here for this game. I'm not naive to think that, you know, only the grinders, tryhards, you know, etc., play this game, which does need skill. At least, well, most of the characters here need skill. Not to point fingers at Yadhari, but who we were just looking at earlier, but nonetheless, this game probably, I keep on doing that. I'm very bad at not fucking falling for that bait, but nonetheless, ZZ does take skill, especially if you want to reach a lot of the higher scores, which obviously I'm not very prone to getting. but nonetheless. And because of that, you can make a lot of characters go past their, limitations. There are so many YouTube channels of people just like dedicating themselves to like one character. Like there's fuck, I'm forgetting his name. Ragaruk? I think that is, yeah, Ragaruk. And there's also Corn Zone. Although Corn Zone, my goat, they do use Mindscapes on like premium support characters, which of course is fine. They get like corn kills, which is sick as fuck. I'm just saying it's a little bit different than, free to play Jimmy trying to get his DPS Lacon clear, I think like people, or not people, I think like compared to other Hoyoverse games especially, like ZZZ gives a lot more creative freedom. I might be using the wrong word, or a lot of flexibility within their characters. Like you can turn Ben into a DPS, you can turn Canyon Hu into a DPS, you can turn fucking Jifufu into the DPS. There's so much shit you can do. And I think that's wonderful. And, it makes me like, obviously, when you lose something in a gacha game, it feels like, it really does. It's a small problem in a big world, but nonetheless, it feels all the same. And it's because of shit like that that can stop people from playing this game. And I almost fell into that loop as well. I lost and I was like, okay, well, if this game's going to keep on, raw dogging me like this, I'm just going to, every day, I'm just going to, like, do my dailies, get my fucking monthly supply of Primo Gems, and then, head the fuck out. Just basically get what is owed to me. But, I don't know. I think that's a harsh way to look at it. Nonetheless, I just think, like, there's so much more to enjoyability. Like these games are predatory. They have so much predatory shit about them, but they have so much wonderful shit about them. Like, I'm an insane lore person. I love, researching everything I can about, whatever series or franchise it's from, and just, getting my teeth in as far as I can sink them. But nonetheless, I feel like with ZZZ, it's one of the best. It's like, especially when I was playing through other Hoyoverse gacha games, I still felt that way, man. Are you kidding me? ZZ on top, numero uno. But nonetheless, it's just like you feel like you hit a brick wall and you're not quite sure what to do, but there's always a path forward. It may not be with the character you expect, but there's always a path forward. Holy aura, Soldier 11. Holy aura. Yeah. I don't know, I felt pretty down, and I kind of wanted to talk about this, if I'm honest. But, yeah. Nonetheless, this is going to be like a weird video to put up, but I hope you guys enjoy it nonetheless. I like to end every ZZ video with a question. You know what? What character do you feel you're disrespecting? What character in your account do you feel you should be giving more love to, and be giving more, of your dedication to, your resources, whatnot? Even if they're not the best, even if they're not the greatest, who do you think in your box needs that? Because I could tell you, there's a lot in my box I want to go through now. There's a lot I want to do. I want to build Coleta. I want to build Monato. I want to be, I don't know, John Fire Agent guy. Am I already John Agent Fire guy? No, I don't have Evelyn, or I have a lot of missing Fire Agents. Obviously they haven't revamped, so I couldn't have gotten them. But still, unless that's the point of the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.